Hello, hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Mezirusy. Today we're gonna focus on distributing our own goods. Well, isn't that vague as well? Okay, not only that, we had an interesting thing from Pickle Babushka in the comment section. She, I would say, but this person was absolutely right about one thing. Our system of public transport here is extreme overkill. Not really per se like, bad, but this is a small transport route, short transport route, and having these train sets that are quite even expensive. Oh, here we go. It's not really necessary for this kind of setup. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna get new vehicles. We're gonna go. So discussion in the comment section was between the trams, which I kinda don't like in the game because, train tracks and all. When you build the roads with tram tracks on them, we can talk. But I think I'm gonna avoid trams. And also plus they are electrified. Not too crazy of using that for now, but what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get the motor wagons. This is actually something really interesting for me, and I'm gonna go for those. So we have several options here. We have really fast, these small ones, 24 passenger ones. Problem with this setup here that we have is that we have a big refinery that has 500 workers in there. Well, it needs 500 workers, so we need to go big or go home, but we're gonna try to go big. So we have a couple of options here. We have this Czechoslovakian motor car M131, 65 passenger one, and 113 kilowatts, or this one here. I'm leaning towards this one. This is just under 100 people. And actually I'm leaning towards several of them. In this case, 5 of them. 5 of them would have, I think, a little bit more, not a little bit, a little bit more capacity than the ones that we had right now. But if we set up 5 of them, they're pretty small-ish in size. We should be able to have them properly spaced out, and this is something that we're gonna start using now. Cheat mode again. This is the only cheat mode we use, and that's line spacing. I'm thinking that it should work on these ones as well, but we'll see. Anyway, so let's try to do this. Let's try to build a simple line like this, and let's try to assign it to all of our vehicles here. You know what? We can already start slowly sending them out. So I'm gonna go one by one, and I'm gonna be sending them out like this. I'm gonna go for all of them, I think. There we go. And the last one. So we have 5 of these bad boys now, and hopefully they're gonna be spaced equally. I know. I'm gonna have to go and put in signalization, at least better signalization than we have now, because we have 5 of them, and technically we should have only room for 4 of them in our system. Maybe we can have, maybe we have more space for them. We have 1, 2 here, 3, 4. Yeah, we can have 6 with this setup. But what I'm gonna do now, because you can see that they're pretty short, I will be putting these lights here just to speed up their transport and transfer of people to work. So 5 of them would be able, hopefully, they're pretty fast. They're okay-ish speed-wise. So the only thing I'm worried of them going to refuel and getting back into the action. Hopefully they're not gonna do it at the same time, but who knows. Also, I think we're gonna have to put some signalization here. So let me just see this. Chain semaphores, we're gonna go here and get these bad boys so they can wait until this is clear, and then we're gonna go and put this one over here. There we go. Yep, so I'm gonna assume that it's she, Pickle Babushka, she said that, yeah, this is an overkill, and I 100% agree. I wouldn't go with with trams because I don't like them too much in this game. I love trams. I think trams are amazing, and tram enthusiast, not really, but why the hell not? Everybody's enthusiast about something. Why can't I be one? Anyway, so tram enthusiast, and what I announced in this episode that we're gonna be building our own supply chain, and yes, indeed we will. What I'm gonna do now is gonna distribute our fuel. I'm gonna start taking care of our own well, fuel and coal in these situations. So we have a coal distribution over here, and like I said, I don't think I like this one. We have this one train, but bear in mind that we have another power plant and heating plant over there, which we definitely should supply with our own coal. I just wanted to show or demonstrate to myself what's the let's try this year. How much fuel did we import? 53,000. That's a lot. That's not that much actually, but it is kind of significant, and it's gonna grow because we have more trains. So I'm expecting, what is it's let's see, this one, this last year. Why can't we see the last year? That's interesting. Let's see, all would be 100,000 in 2 years, but this can be fixed with really easy solutions. So we have a couple of these fueling stations, and I can make a train. I can make a train that's gonna go from here and supply every single fueling station, or at least some of them. It's gonna supply some of them with fuel. Let me just check this. Okay, both of them are intakes, so technically if I distribute fuel here, I cannot fill any additional storage, so this is gonna have to be done differently. But they have 150 ton storage, so that should be fine. So let's do this first. Okay, what can I do here? We have this fueling station. This is probably gonna be the worst one because it has the most trains going to the border crossing. So how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna go and get us a road vehicle depot. This is gonna be the first one. I can't believe that this is only now we are creating our first road vehicle depot. That's incredible. Usually I would have so many trucks and buses running already, and this is something different. How we're doing things over here. So I'm gonna go and plonk one of these bad boys over here, and I'm gonna pay for it. Yeah, that's fine. 11,000. Yeah, this is pretty much where we're gonna do most of our, well, voodoo. Here we have two different fueling stations, one of them there, one of them here. And yes, I'm 100% sure that we're gonna have the most of our work done around here. So we have most of our fuel is gonna be used here. I have a big bucket of coffee here, and if you guys didn't grab, maybe you should go and grab coffee or something, because you know how long these episodes last. Right, that being said, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee here, and let's get to work. Okay, so what's the plan? The plan is to have these two stations fueled up with a truck. And this is also a change of my mentality, my headset, whatever. I will not go for the most efficient ones. I will go for the most appropriate vehicles we have. In this case, I would like to try something new, something different. I see that we have two vehicles. They're all Czechoslovakians. That's interesting. What about like dollars? I'm not really interested in using that, but you can see that we can. No, not really afford, but there's something that we can buy with dollars, oil tanker at least. Of course, we're gonna skip that. I'm gonna go back here, and I'm thinking these two. Just because I know that I'm gonna be using a lot of fuel from here, I'm gonna go for this one. This is Skoda 706. I think it's the same engine model as the nice bus that we have. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna create a new line. It's gonna go from... Yeah, our first, that's gonna be oil supplies. Oil supply moderate. There we go. We're gonna save this one, and we're gonna go, and you're gonna be loading here, and then you're gonna be unloading here, and over here. Probably the best thing would be to have a distribution office doing all of this, but I don't... Alright, okay. So I need to assign a truck. Okay, I'm gonna assign the vehicle first. There you go. By the way, yes, yeah, the best thing would be that we have a distribution office doing this. I'm thinking now, maybe it would be the best if we have a distribution office from here, distributing. We have a petrol stations for cars over here. Ooh, oh, my bad. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Maybe it would be better if we had a distribution office around here, and then distribute fuel to 1, 2, 3, and then we have 4 petrol station over here, and probably, yeah, I'm still not sure what I'm gonna be doing with this petrol station here and this train station. I was thinking of getting the cableway station all the way to this mine area here, but I'm still not sure how to implement that. Probably from around here would be the best thing, because we're gonna be moving this heating plant sooner or later. So yeah, let's stick to these 4. Yeah, okay. We also had a discussion about distribution offices, and I think this is going to be interesting for all of you guys. So, distribution office, what is your opinion on this? I think this is a valid point. Vanilla distribution offices are expensive and they have low amount of vehicles in there. So, for example, this one is 20,000 rubles. It has offices and stuff, and only, I believe, 5 vehicles. We're going to check it because I'm going to build this one. While the others, you can, one more time, the smaller one is 20,000 rubles, the bigger one is 45,000 rubles. And if we go for modded versions, the biggest ones that have, I don't know, 36 vehicles or something, enormous amounts of vehicles, it's cheaper than the bigger one that has 12 vehicles, in-game one. People say it's cheaty. People say it's cheaty because the follow-up buildings that are in the vanilla version is necessary. That this is what distribution is. That you should have office buildings, you should have proper logistics that are responsible for this, and that modded versions of distribution offices, it's not only about you have a truck go and deliver stuff, but it's actual work. That you know, you have to have a paperwork, this needs to be delivered, this needs to be organized. So what's your opinion on that? I will go and build the vanilla one, the more expensive one, and I think we're gonna use this fuel. I will give you a new home as soon as this is done. I'm gonna use vanilla version in this case to have our around capital city. Here we go, and I think I'm gonna go and get a couple of more of these. So maybe let's go for 4 vehicles, but we're gonna go for cheaper ones, just, you know, for fun. And then I'm gonna give them to load fuel over here, and that would be load and fuel, and destination buildings will be here, unload fuel, and I'm gonna go to have it at 90%. And of course we have a petrol station, we have another fueling station over here, and we're gonna have a petrol station on the other side of our second town. I don't even know how to call it, but let's stick to second town. And there we go. So we have 4 destinations, we have trucks, they're gonna be driving around, and yeah, I think it's gonna be well, looks like they decided to go and refuel in that area over there. No, they didn't. They are going there for... Okay. Oh, right, he never reached this area. He actually... And why are you not doing anything? That's interesting. Because we have 4 different locations, and they have enough space here to... they have enough space to load multiple vehicles. I'm just surprised that they're not going to the refinery to fuel up to get all the stuff. But anyway, I'll check out how this works. Okay, this is one of the things, and also something else was brought by Pickled Babushka. Also mentioned something that I do here, and I'm gonna add to the comment regarding this. So I have a tendency to destroy most of the village and the houses that I built, that were built here by a modder, and it's a lot of effort went into this to for these buildings to be built. And while I'm kind of telling this sad story how I'm Destructo who destroys everything, I'm gonna be destroying even more. Yeah, I have a tendency to kind of like all the big buildings in town centers, and yet I destroy these small villages over here. I mean, like, it's obvious to everybody that they have to be removed sooner or later. If you are thinking about having a progress in your country, you need to, build more dense population centers, and you have to do it's just something that needs to be done if you want to make progress. I mean, like, you can't really have 200 people from these kind of houses working in mines and stuff like that, because you need more dense population. Of course, theoretically you can, but it's not as simple as building like this and just go around and do your darn job. I'm still worried that these trucks are not moving, so this is kind of surprising for me. They do have all of this. Interesting. I'll leave them alone. I just wanted to diversify the supply a bit. Here we go. What do you have? Okay, they have 7 tons of fuel and they're already distributing. That's perfect. That's nice to see. And where is our second tanker truck? Oh, right. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to leave a little bit more like a village parts of village intact. So when I spread to other towns, I'm gonna try to be more sensible to, well, all of the historical buildings, not only the ones that I like, but all of them, and try to keep the towns as much as I can. But definitely, look, you need to progress, you need to develop. But it's an interesting approach, an interesting showcase of my psyche, where I kind of tend to like these dense buildings, even though they're old, and these little village buildings, they just like, okay, off you go with them. But yeah, anyway, if you want to develop a town to a certain level, for example, if we ever start making cement over here, we're gonna have to have more workers working in a cement factory, so we're definitely gonna have to expand and move these houses and put something a little bit denser, densely populated here. But yeah, so these are the couple of things that were brought to my attention, and I tend to agree with these things. So for me, it's perfectly sensible to do so. Okay, so we have a second thing that I wanted to do in this episode, and that would be to create, to build this loading-unloading station over here. How are you doing over here? This seems to be doing fine. The only problem I have with this is that these construction vehicles are not really doing a good job, because they're not doing anything, actually. And especially because I'm gonna have to expand in this area now, in this episode. I'm gonna have to do something about this construction office. Either I'm gonna have to pay for these railroads on my own, which is gonna be not cheap, or I'm gonna have to you know what, maybe I should, maybe this is the problem. Maybe the railroad construction office is the problem. Maybe I shouldn't be expanding railroads in this way. Maybe I should do this. In what other way can you actually expand these railroads except this? Yeah, I didn't really think about this when I was saying it. Okay, so we're getting a winter vibe here. You can see that the ground is turning red. That means it's end of the living period. Welcome, embrace the sweet release of death. So yeah, and these vehicles are still not moving. Interesting. What if I buy one of these more expensive ones? Will they work? Okay. That is quite interesting. I have no idea why this is not... Maybe they're full? I wouldn't say so. No, they have a lot of space to be filled. I don't know. I don't know why these are not working. They have enough connections and that they should be able to work properly. Anyway, railroad system, supply, people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are you doing? 16 workers. Next one is bringing 95 workers. Next one, 30 workers. Okay, it's working. It's working. We'll see how this is gonna go. You can see our backlog of oil is over here. That's all fine. What about fuel here? 37 tons. That's definitely 30 tons is what they have usually in there. Okay, continuing on, I'm gonna go and... Oh yeah, I said that I'm gonna connect this somehow, somewhere, but obviously I didn't do it. So I'm gonna do it right now. There we go. I'm not even sure if this is covered by fire departments because it's so far away. Okay, this is gonna be so much fun. I really don't want to do this right now. Can we do it? Yeah. Good enough. I wanted to expand a couple of more oil wells over here, but I straight away know that this is gonna be a problem regarding our electricity hoses. So let's go. Power substation, no. Power transformer, yes. Four-way medium, yes. Can you plonk it in here? Probably not. Pause. Remove cables. Remove paying for crap. Level this area here. And four-way medium transformer. Fit, you son of a gun. A little bit more removal. Move pillar. Level. Okay, let's try to level this area. Kinda should be fitting in here perfectly, but it's not. I think I have to level this a little bit higher. Yeah, maybe I should rethink this strategy and just do it this way. Perfect. Auto purchase, yes. Purchase. And then let's just quickly connect this existing infrastructure that we have and continue expanding elsewhere. So we have our electricity hoses over here, and oh right, I'm recording this on Monday, and this is is it a Wednesday's episode? Anyway, I have episode or two in front, so I kind of lost count when exactly this is going to be published, but I have a new substation. I'm recording this on Monday. It's the one with the pad now. I'm going to be using those in the future because I think it's amazing. It doesn't have to be connected by road. So let's see. Somewhere just before the bridge here. I think this would be perfect. Can you build it? Okay, looks like it's gonna be a little bit of leveling. Yes, so... Alright, no more excavators, no more bulldozers because they are too far away. Okay, let's pay for stuff now. Okay, a little bit like this. And then... bang. Perfect. And let's go and connect this to electricity connection. So something like this. And let's zigzag our way to the transformer station. That's fine. Where's transformer? All the way there. How far can we get with this? We can get far. There we go. This doesn't work, but we can start from this side and see how far we can get. There we go. Electricity is delivered. Is it? It is. Okay, so let's start. Let's build a couple of swingers, pumping stations. So we have one over here. That's fine. And we need to connect this. This looks like a perfect location. And we are actually at the end of the line here because there's... Okay, I'm fine. No, if I'm gonna be tapping into this area, I was thinking like, oh, this is perfect, I can just connect it to this. But if I'm gonna be tapping into this area, I think I'm gonna need additional connection for the forwarding station. So, okay, let's make this a little bit less profitable. I can start on the other side, but I think that's a project for the, well, other side. I think I'm gonna go and start building these pumping stations on this side of the coast, and probably somewhere here in the hills as well. But here I was thinking, this is not gonna... Okay, let's do it like this. This is gonna be over here, and level terrain, yeah, a little bit, and perfect. Okay, so where do I want to build this? Where is the next pumping station? It's close. Okay, actually, you know what? I still need to keep a decent distance from here. So let's do it over here. And we need to connect the other... Okay, this one is pumping. Can we go underneath the bridge? Haha, we can! I can't believe that this is working. Perfect. Perfect. That is of course gonna cost some money, but in the long run, well, even in the medium run, it should be profitable. There we go. Okay, this should be connected now and fully working. Not the best source, especially here. Oh, actually, this is 44%, this is 53%. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's fine. And we have additional connection over here just in case we need to... Oh boy. I probably should have connected the roads first, and I always forget this. You know what? Let's do this right the first time, so... Well, the second time. Let's build this up. Can you connect? Okay, this is gonna be fun. Let's see. This doesn't look like it's gonna go... oh. Can you go practically anywhere like this? Looks like we can. Okay, I'm down with this. What about this one? Okay, well, look, it doesn't have to be perfect. We can just... You know, it doesn't have to be free, everything, so we can pay for some things. There we go. Leveling. Come on. There we go, and let's finish with the pipeline. Let's go one more high just to cross this road, and there we go. Oh, paused, sorry, my bad. And let's connect this one back to the road network, and that should be it. Please connect. There we go. Coffee time. Still freezing here in Dublin. It's so... temperatures are horrible. It's pretty still cold. It's not below zero, but it's cold. Anyway, so we have these trains still bringing oil, of course, because we still not supplying ourselves with enough oil. Our own oil, so you can see that big tank is empty, and the refinery is empty as well. So there's that. I'm gonna quickly check our trucks over here. I have no idea what the hell is happening over here. Okay, fine, let's try this. Sell this. Wow, that was not the cheapest thing I ever did. Oil tanker. Let's go with this one. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is it too far away from... No. There we go. Okay, he's going. So what's happening here? We have 42 tons of oil here. We have 20 tons of oil here. And what's happening over here? 38.2. Yeah. Okay, at least we're not importing oil in these mofos anymore, so we're at least doing it elsewhere. 21, and this is 14, I believe. 20% of oil is usually filled in. Okay, so let's stop with that. We're more or less on around half of this episode, so I'm gonna focus on other things. I'm gonna focus on... First, I'm gonna focus on getting our coal. Never checked what's our coal expenses here. So let's see, all and coal, 66,000 for since the beginning of time. Fuel is again a little bit more, or twice as much, so we should be taking care of that much better. So we have two different locations we need to deliver coal to. So we have here our coal production, and we have this heating plant over here. It's doing a good job, but of course I think you can all see what's the problem with this heating plant is that first of all, I think it's still... Let me just check real quickly. I think yeah, I had a chat with Topros about it. There's an issue with the heating plant. This one is here we go. These are the three ones that Topros did there. Again, they're the same ones as in real life, but this middle one over here is environmental pollution is 8 tons per year, while the other two are only 4 tons a year. So that's a kind of big thing. And also for some reason the Gdańsk Oliva is a little bit cheaper. So what I'm gonna do now, actually, I'm gonna demolish this one because I want to make it properly, like right, and I'm gonna go and build the Gdańsk one, Oliva, because it's polluting less, so it should influence our people a little bit less, and hopefully that's going to be a positive thing for our environment. I'm going to pause here just because this is a livelihood of our people that we are talking about, and okay, we have access to heavy machinery, that's perfect. And again, Gdańsk Oliva. Unfortunately for all of you people, Polish people who don't... my favorite city in Poland is Gdańsk. Still, I kind of like it the most. I don't know. The best impression it had on me, and I just like it a lot. So hopefully you agree with me. If not, what can I say? Okay, here we go. I will be connecting this a little bit better. Let's see if we can do something like this. Perfect. Can we bend this one? Yes, we can. There we go. So you have access to this one here. This one should be polluting a little bit less, and we need to import coal. This is as a backup. And yeah, now we're gonna do one other thing. I still have no idea why this is happening. Okay, I'm gonna leave them as it is because I can see that they are using third truck now for deliveries, but that's fine. Right, so we need a dumper truck. Whoa, 25 tons of... Is this a modded version or something? Oh yeah, this is Belarusian one. Ooh, sweet. This is enormous. It's really slow. You know what? I don't really care because it's a low distance that they have to travel to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this one. It's a bit expensive. No, I think it might be overkill. Well, let's try. I want to try these ones. These look cool. So let's try this. What I'm gonna do now, let's try to create a new line again. Obviously this one is not gonna work, so let me remove this one, because this is gonna be one-off line, nothing else than that. So we're gonna go for create a new line. We're gonna name it, well, actually, it's called... You're kidding me, this town doesn't have a name? Kribozia, okay, Kribozia Coal Supply. Coal Supply... Kribozia. There we go, I think it's... did I spell it? Yeah, I think I spelled it right. Yes, and then you're gonna go... let's see, this is processing. Yeah, let's just go here and here. So you're gonna go here and wait until loaded. And, well, actually, I think we're gonna have to save this first and assign a truck so we can tell them what to load. Tell him what to load. And off you go. You can be on your merry way. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go here and load coal, and then you're gonna come here and you're gonna wait until unloaded with, well, before mentioned coal. And I think this is it. So we have Kribozia processing plant to load 100% of coal. It's gonna be a while for him. Oh, actually, no, we're actually full. Really? Wow, okay. I'm hoping we don't have any issues with the train lines exporting coal, because we are processing hell a lot of it. Okay, so this one, only one of these is going to be perfectly fine. What about this one here? Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a backlog of coal. So that means we can either implement more trains. Well, they're working. They're delivering. What we can do now, just because we have so much coal, I can implement more trains. Like I said, again, this is not really the most profitable thing in the world, because this train load is worth only 13,500 rubles. Sooner or later they're gonna pay off their own worth, you know, minus the oil and stuff. So yeah, there's that. Okay, there's a couple of more oil deliveries that we should be delivering fuel for. Let's say these guys. These are chugging a lot of fuel because they have heavy engines. And then we have, new vehicle type. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use you at the moment. Let's see what was here. Fire, and doesn't seem to be any issues. Okay, so 2 more fuel deliveries. 3 more. I have no idea what's happening over here. I think I'm having issues with these railroad construction. I think I should be paying for this. How much do they cost? They're not that expensive. Maybe they are. I don't know. 6,000, and then they have a price. They have a price to it. Yeah, I don't know what to think about this railroad expansion that I'm planning here. It's all a little bit on a messy side. You know what? Let's do this. Let's stop this. I'm gonna go and sell these vehicles. How much can I get? 16,000. That's fine. I'm gonna see if I can finish this on my own, if we're gonna expand traffic there. But for now, this is just gonna create a lot of mess. Okay, so this one here is not necessary anymore because we're not using actually. Yeah, it's not necessary anymore. Demolish, remove. Perfect. So we need to be decisive with what we're gonna do here. Let's remove all this infrastructure from here. So I'm gonna go like this and this and this. No more fuel over here. Let's remove some of these roads as well. I'm gonna be removing some of the cables too. But what's the plan? Let me see. I should have some kind of cargo stations here. Let's see, cargo station. And then we have, this is 2 tracks cargo station. I think this is something that we need. Yeah, one of these. 1 track cargo station is perfectly fine. Is this one? Yeah. There's one with a capacity, isn't it? Is there? I think there was one with capacity. Let me see if I have with storage. Storage. Here we go. These are with storage, and this is what I need. I need these 40 tons and 110 tons. 40 tons, this is only loading. And what about this one? Okay, it doesn't really matter. This is for loading, and I think 1 line should be enough, and it has 40 ton capacity. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get 40 ton of coal. How do I unload this? I can do a truck thing. I can do a truck. We have a petrol stations over there, or fuel stations, however I want to call them. This can fit anywhere. It's not that big, so I can have a truck delivery of coal to these 2 power plants. But I think that's a little bit too. That's not ideal. What's the capacity on the 100 tons? 130 tons. Yeah, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's try this. I'm gonna go and build a unloading station. That would be somewhere around here. No. Where is that? Conveyor belts. Yes, under conveyor belts. We have these unloading stations, and they have 2 connectors. And I want to use this. I want to have this with these 2 connectors. And I want to have a truck, or maybe 2 trucks, delivering coal from this train station. It's gonna be only 40 tons of coal. That's not a lot, but hopefully, I don't know how often they're gonna. Maybe if I have a separate train that is dedicated only to this, this will definitely speed things up. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go and I need to find a place where they can have this connection to both. Let's try without paying for this. Okay. And can this conveyor belt connect? Why wouldn't you be able to be connected here? I don't understand. Maybe it's a mountainside. Let's check. Okay. Let's try now. Okay, much better. There we go. So we're gonna pay for this, and we're gonna pay for this. How much do it cost? Ay, 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 20,000. Ay, caramba. 3,000 here. Okay, that's fair enough. Yes, and then we're gonna have, again, where did we say? That's under storage, and we have 100 tons. Do we want 100 tons? Maybe I should build this one. How much do it cost? Yeah, these are pretty cheap. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for this 100-ton one, and then we can keep shoveling manure until roses start to grow. So we're gonna be shoveling manure. We're gonna be shoveling stuff. Just be loading it all the time. So let's try this. Let's see if I can just plonk it in here. 100 tons. Yeah, okay, this looks like a thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm not really sure how this road is gonna like this mountainside, so let's do this. Let's do it like this. And this is 100 tons now. This is a different story, so we can place a little bit more here. So let's go and build the nice railroad here. And I think now I can use the same train as I used before. So we can use the same train for both locations. Okay, this is enough. We're gonna go for chain semaphores over here. Actually, no, my bad. Mixed semaphores over here, where chain goes towards the intersection, and then we have this system over here. How will this work out? This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, I think mud roads are gonna be much more realistic than anything else. And yeah, what kind of trucks will be loading this? You're gonna be only storing one item. That would be coal. 110 filled with what? Filled my rear end. Okay, that's it, and then let's go and get this train. Are you still waiting on this station? Not really. You're somewhere in the traffic, on the way. So you're gonna come here. You're not gonna wait until unloaded, but you're gonna go and deliver here first. Actually, you know what we can do? You're gonna go there and then here, and then go back to refill. And then you're gonna go back to refill, and then go here. Yeah, I think it's gonna be driving a little bit more, and again you're gonna be loading coal, and you're gonna be unloading coal, and so it's gonna go twice to loading. This is twice to loading station for coal, and to two different locations is gonna be unloading coal. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. I think I'm gonna leave this as it is. I think they're running a little bit low on fuel there. Yeah, okay, and yeah, the thing that I said previously that I'm not happy about, I think I can maybe fix this a little bit. So, for example, if I can have the similar thing that I had there with this public transport with several motor wagons delivering people to this mine, that would be interesting. Actually, how is heating working here? So. I think it's barely managing, but that's okay. Yeah, we need to connect the heating from there to here as well, but I'm not in rush to do that. Of course, we are importing coal over here, which is not ideal. And why is I don't you tell me, why do we have 5 trucks here and only 2 of them working? Maybe because there's no oil here? Yes. Okay, let's do this. Pause. No, I don't have to pause. Let's connect one of these tanks over here. So I know that this is oil. So, and they should always have oil. Yes! Genius! Found it. Okay, so the problem with refinery is that it doesn't store any oil, any fuel in the refinery, and that's why it's sending one by one trucks, and that's like when it catches refinery actually having some fuel in there. So obviously it has to have some kind of fuel in there. So I redirected them to the tanks that are holding fuel for exports. Luckily these guys are exporting bitumen. This is working. Like, look at this. He's not even. Are you waiting to be loaded here? No. Actually, it's working like a clockwork. This train here is perfectly filled. 600 tons of bitumen. What was the price again? 107,000. Oh, that's dropped because it was a little bit more before. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's still money. Okay, so there we go. We have our oil trucks now running around and supplying us with oil. Hopefully they're gonna be fine. What did I want to do now? I wanted to work around this area now. So we have this coal truck now, coal train, delivering. He's gonna be delivering. Oh boy, this is gonna be a problem because he can't really go from here to there. So I'm gonna have to tell him to back up somewhere, and then go in the same direction. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit, just a little bit on a tricky side. What's with? Okay, we can do it here. So you're gonna go filling here. This is gonna be fine, and then filling. And after this, you're gonna have to go. Let's put the signalization. Signalization is gonna be over here, and yeah, this is gonna be good enough. So you're gonna go. After here. You're gonna go here. Bang, to this waypoint, and then because he needs to turn around in a different direction. Yeah, so this is gonna be the best thing to do. Okay, he's filling in on coal. Obviously we have a lot of coal. Yeah, hit the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think about us using this. Why are you not using the other loading bay? But doesn't matter, he's gonna be full any second now. What's with this? This processing plant. Yeah, processing plant is working perfectly fine. It's yeah, we have a lot of coal. I like these loading stations. They're a little bit on the slow side. I probably should use them only where I don't have a lot of space for them. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, I'm still thinking what I can implement here. The biggest bottleneck we have in all of these locations is still loading, and I know Topro said that this one is loading coal half as fast as the vanilla version. Vanilla version is much more expensive, and probably I will be implementing vanilla version of this loading station just to speed up, especially when we're dealing with coal. Probably iron as well, but it looks like iron is doing pretty much okay. So I think we should be okay for the future as well. Let's see, 1,200 tons. Iron train here. Do we have another iron train? Yes. Okay, here we go. This is the second one. How are we doing financially with exporting iron? All-time iron, 400,000 rubles. It's actually, yeah, it's the last one, obviously. And oil hasn't been, well, actually this year. If I go for this year, yeah, oil and bitumen, fuel and bitumen are victors. But yeah, it's still, look, it's still a lot of money we're getting from this. I can implement more trains, but I would have to upgrade the railroad. That might be a little bit tricky, but well, not tricky, expensive. And tourism, I want to get rid of tourism as soon as possible. It's just OP, overpowered. Let's see, this year tourism, oh sweet lord, 300,000. What about, what did we say with the import? No, with this year, and then exports. Well, you know what? It's still not. It's not the best. It's probably the worst. I didn't expand on the tourism too much, and yeah, I would like to stick to industries. I would like to stick to industries, making our people happy. That being said, I probably should check how they're doing. How you doing? Yeah, all of this looks fine. All of this looks fine. Moderate is important one because this is heart and soul of our industry, city, and everything else under the sun. This building is an indicator how many people we have extra. And I need to check the... where is it? Pollution. Pollution. Yeah, here in the refinery area it's a little bit bad, but other than that, rest of the town, closer you get to here, a little bit shorter lifespan, 70 years, while the other side has 84. This is much better. 83 here, even with alcohol. That's impressive. Yes. Okay, so what do we have? All the trucks are running nicely, smoothly. Fuel is being delivered. How much fuel? Yeah, okay, this is gonna be fine. All of it is gonna be fine. Coal. I'm kind of avoiding tackling the issue of removing this train and implementing this. So I have to do two things. I need to remove this heating plant in order to put cableway station somewhere around here. Well, I probably can do it just over here. How many people are actually gravitating towards here? So we have 100 here. Yeah. Here maybe? What's the distance? Yeah, half of the city, but still it's a lot of people living in these parts of the city. So what I'm thinking about where I can place the cableway station. So what about here? I think it could be somewhere around here. How much people are gravitating towards this building? Because if I place a cableway station, it's not that bad. I think if I place a cableway station over here, let's experiment. I might skip doing this right now, but yeah. Okay, let me try to plan this. How it's gonna look like if I plonk it like this. So this is nothing. Big cableway station, 500, 250. Yeah, the small one is perfectly fine. And you know what? I would like to focus on this town a little bit more. I would like to remove these buildings just because for the future I would like to supply these shopping centers with their own food. So that means I would like to have a different shopping centers here. And I don't know. I think I'm just complicating things here. Let me try to start researching some of this stuff, and I can do it like this. Take your time, no rush. What about Moderate University? Moderate University should have, hopefully, a little bit more. This is a high school. This is university. So. And again, I can just lower the amount of workers working here. That's it. That's enough. Coffee time. Okay, so I implemented this public transport. I implemented supplying our own fuel to most of this. The only thing is where I didn't implement fuel supplies is all the way there, and I'm still not sure how to do this properly. Obviously, train, deliver fuel, and that's it. But I have a problem with this. I would like to make this look nice. What do I mean by that? I need to extend these railroads a little bit on both sides, so I would probably move this. Refueling station elsewhere. Yeah, this area is a little bit tricky, and if I implemented longer rails, I can have well, it's just gonna look nicer. What can I do? What else can I do? Yeah, it's a little bit on a messy side here. I'm not too crazy about it. What about this coal train that I have? What is it doing? Here we go. It's here. And I'd like to see this one through. It's winter now, and I'm hoping that our people are... Why is this one not... Okay, look at these bad boys here. Filling at the same time. I'm interested to know if they're filling at the same time. Are they filling the same speed, each one of them? Would that be the maximum speed of loading or not? This is interesting. Oh, will they fill the rest of them? Oh, this one is done. Yeah, it's filling all of them, just, you know, spilling over to the rest of them. So what's blocking you now? This one is blocking you. Okay, this one is not really rushing, but yeah, I'm seeing a lot of traffic around here, and I definitely should be upgrading these railroads, but I'm not really sure how. I mean, I am sure, I know how, but yeah, it's gonna be tricky. These railroads are seeing a lot of traffic now, and I didn't plan this from the beginning. I think we should expand on some of the railroads here. You can see that coal is being mined here, so we have 2 trains coming up and down delivering coal over here. That's a constant thing. Then we have a supply train that runs coal to the power plant and heating plant over there, and then we have we're gonna have oil train going up and down, but these are quite frequent, these guys here. And also, what about fueling? Yeah, these kind of things also. I don't think I should be putting these semaphores over here, like half of them one direction, half of them another direction. I think I should have mixed ones as well, bi-directional. And you can see this one now, he is... Yeah, he did exactly what we agreed. He's gonna come here to this waypoint, turn around, and he's gonna deliver our first coal over there. How are we doing with people-wise? These guys are doing well. 78 years is their lifespan. And yeah, okay, for the rest, like, let's see how this is gonna work. Not really, well, maybe even for the rest of the episode. I just wanted to check if we can, you know, enjoy a little bit enjoy the scenery here. You can see them unloading coal over there, and yeah, I probably should just speed this up a bit. Bear in mind that this is sped up a bit, so it's not really realistic speed, but definitely would be more or less realistic speed if we upgraded the railroads here. And now he's gonna speed up a bit. Yeah, here we go. Bypass. All the way here. It's all green on the railroad, and here we go. Oh, and I forgot to get the trucks over here. Here we go. So he delivered 110 tons, and we need the vehicles. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to get them in this episode. Well, I will get them now, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get... You know what? Let's do that big one. I think it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, let's get this Belarusian dumper truck. So this is the one that we need, and we're gonna go and set up a line now. So coal supply, and here we go, straight away. Issues. Why is there issues? Let's slow this down. Well, first let's deal with this truck. I'm gonna pause for a second. So we're gonna create new line, and this is gonna be Nega coal supply. Okay, coal. Wow. Supply Nega. Okay, perfect. Yes. You're gonna be getting here and getting here. You're gonna be loading. Well, let's go back over here and let's save this, assign to this truck. It's gonna take him forever to get here, and first stop is unreachable. Yes, because this whole system is not connected to the... It's not connected to the rest of the road system. That's unfortunate. So I'm gonna have to do this real quickly. Let's connect these mud roads over here. Perfect. What about now? Off you go. Hopefully gonna refuel somewhere on the way. This is a big truck. It's a Belarusian one. I like it. I like how it looks like, and that's all fine. 25 tons each load. One of them is gonna be enough to load that. Excuse me. Okay, so we have an issue with this train going back. So obviously you can get here, and then this is the main. Well, you should be able to go through here, but also through here. That's all fine. Oh, right. So this is the problem. The problem is that when he goes back for loading this coal, he needs to follow the same procedure with the waypoint. So I need to tell him to go to this waypoint one more time. So you go here, and there we go. So I'm gonna tell him to go here, and that should resolve the issue. Are you going there? Oh, unpause it. Yes, resolved. So he has to turn around to get and load here, but that's fine. This is, I said in previous episodes that I wanted to build something from here to here, but you can manage with these waypoints. You can just tell the train to turn around here, and that's it. Look, with the slow trains, with the diesel trains, with the weak trains, you can make everything work. You just need to use a lot of storage. So they're gonna come here once in a while, once in, well, forever. So play around that. Make them work a little bit longer. Make them have a little bit bigger storage, so you don't have to actually waste time or energy or whatever, you know. So you have big storage, so it's just let them chug along and export that sweet crude. Okay, financially, I think everybody already understands that we're gonna be fine if we don't have a lot of expenses. That I think all of this is gonna work out perfectly. I can see that we might be a little bit on a cold, chilly side here, even though you can see that some of the buildings, they're not all the way warmed up. That's because of the... I'm gonna be putting an additional pipeline over here, so heads up on that. I'm probably gonna do it off screen. Anyway, that's it. Already too long. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, leave a comment in the comment section. You know how it works. Thanks for everything. See you in the next one. Bye bye.